This is VOA News. I'm Steve Miller. The Kremlin said on Monday it needed to find out more about the purpose of upcoming talks reportedly planned in Saudi Arabia about the war in Ukraine. The Wall Street Journal over the weekend said that Saudi Arabia would invite Western states, Ukraine, and major developing countries to the talks. The paper said Kyiv and Western countries hope that the talks, which would exclude Russia, could lead to international backing for peace terms favoring Ukraine. That's the sound of rescuers trying to free people trapped under rubble after Ukrainian officials said that 2 Russian missiles hit the city of Kryvyi in southern Ukraine, killing at least 4. The death toll in a massive suicide bombing that targeted a rally of a pro-Taliban cleric rose to 45 on Monday as Pakistan held funerals. The Inspector General of the KP rejected a higher figure of 54, speaking to VOA. Islamic State group claimed responsibility later on Monday. We hear more from Reuters' Diane To.
The attack on the gathering, which was a rally for the conservative Jamiat Ulema Islam Fazl Party. Known as JUIF, the party is linked to hardline political Islam in the former tribal area of Bajour, which borders Afghanistan. In a video statement released by the party, JUIF Regional General Secretary Maulana Abdur Rashid said he was safe, but that many of his colleagues had been martyred. JUIF is a major ally of Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's coalition government, which is preparing for national elections later this year. Sharif called the blast an attack on Pakistan's democratic process and vowed to punish those responsible.
That's Diane To of Reuters News. And this is VOA News. The military junta that seized power in Niger detained 3 more senior politicians from the ousted government on Monday, according to their party, widening arrests in defiance of international calls to restore democratic rule. As turmoil from the takeover spread from the streets to the markets, sources say that the regional bank had canceled Niger's planned $51 million bond issuance that was scheduled for Monday in the West African regional debt market following sanctions. Smoking rates are falling and lives are being saved as more countries implement policies and control measures to curb the global tobacco epidemic. That's according to a new report by the World Health Organization on Monday. We hear now from Lisa Schlein.
New data show the adoption of the World Health Organization's package of 6 tobacco control measures 15 years ago has protected millions of people from the harmful effects of tobacco use. WHO reports countries that are home to 71% of the world population, or 5.6 billion people, have implemented at least one of these life-saving measures. Until recently, only Turkey and Brazil had enacted all 6 of the so-called Empower tobacco control measures. WHO reports Mauritius and the Netherlands now have joined this elite group, becoming the first African country and the first high-income country to achieve this best practice level. Lisa Schlein for VOA News, Geneva.
Joe Biden is America's oldest sitting president, but he needs young voters to win in the 2024 election. Does his age matter? AP's Julie Walker.
Joe Biden is already the oldest sitting president in American history at age 80. If he were to win re-election, he'd be 86 by the end of his second term. To win next year, he'll need young voters to back him as solidly as those under 30 did in 2020 in that race against Donald Trump. 61% of them supported Biden, according to AP VoteCast. The Biden campaign and the Democratic Party see young voters as critical to the 2024 coalition. Biden frequently tries to diffuse the age issue by joking about it, but a big question is whether his age could be a deciding election factor. I'm Julie Walker.
The judge presiding over the Georgia grand jury investigation into Donald Trump has rejected the former U.S. president's bid to disqualify the prosecutor leading the inquiry and block expected indictments. And in Florida, the Carlos de la Veria, the property manager at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, he has now arrived at a Miami federal courthouse to face charges that he tried to hide secret documents after Trump left office. I'm Steve Miller.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.